We've given away 7 race cars. It's time for a tow rig. This unit comes with these badass 24-inch wheels. Go to lsnasty.com and every dollar you spend gets you an entry to take this bad boy home. So you got entered to win your new tow rig? Well, if you haven't, you're probably an idiot. You look like the guy holding the camera. Alright guys, welcome back to another video. We are getting ready. We're actually getting loaded up to go to the track tomorrow. Got private testing. I know we've been in the shop working on stuff a bunch. We're done with that. We're ending that. That era is over. We're going to be at the track racing cars, doing burnouts, pulling wheelies, breaking shit, going fast. So our first candidate is the Silverback Z06. You guys saw we had it at the track last week. It was like our 3rd pass in a row setting a PB. There are a couple little quirks and stuff we got to work out on the car, but we've been so busy we haven't had time. This thing is dual ECU, Black Sheep Stage 3, twin turbo, so it has the stock ECU. The EFI is controlled by Holley, Dominator, so it's got all its cool transmission data and all this other stuff, but it goes through the factory relay to crank it, so that's how we crank it. Externally cranked Corvette. Last time at the track, it didn't bump, so it's a slight inconvenience, but you'll have that on these big jobs. So this is what you're looking at, Holley V5. This one we haven't updated to V6, sorry about it. Go over here to input outputs. We're gonna go over to outputs. We're going to find our bump output, go to our configure. This is what's gonna control our bump. PWM, and then right here, this is what we're changing. We went from 96 to 94%, essentially making it bump slower, which means a larger bump, right? Bump faster would be like smoother, bump slower would be like bigger jumps. It didn't bump last time. There's a couple things that can affect it. Power, obviously, if you have more RPM, it's going to bump harder on the same setting. If you're running more boost, the converter's seeing more of a load, it's going to bump more. Temperature, trans temp, like fresh cold transmission is going to bump different than a hot transmission. It is what it is. So we haven't fired this thing up yet. Street car, factory interior. Look at this. Look at that shit. Get a load of it. Get a load of it. I mean, this thing's...
Cluster works.
Heated seats work. So sometimes it does actually try to crank from in here. I doubt that it actually will.
Two-man operation. It don't sound like no street car.
But if you get it up, like, no way. Let it idle, it's just got slack in it. It does have tailpipes. I currently have it dumped right at the axle because when you're dipping it and I have to refabricate the car. I love the smell of methanol on a Wednesday afternoon. good?
Yeah, it
Did you
worked.
see a bump? What?
Yeah.
What? What?
No.
Look at you looking for something I did wrong.
Leaking.
How dare you? How dare you say such a thing?
It ain't leaking. If you don't do a burnout over the shoreline for your RV, you're not doing burnouts right. I mean, that sucker right there. What do you think? Oh, look at that shirt. Fabbot Fab, look at that. Turn around. That's a quality shirt. Dude, this sucker here is bad to the bone.
Speaking of Fabbot,
Speaking of Fabbot Fab, working on the Colorado rig. How'd it sound?
Sound good.
High gear works too. You go with it. Did you get it? Did you miss it?
I missed all of it.
Stop. Stop. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right, so we got the vet all loaded up. Everything's good with that. Have my laptop on charge. We're going to turn around Hank, put Hank on the chip, leave off the chip, and see what the converter charge pressure does here in the parking lot. Hopefully, if it's bad, I'm gonna pretend like I didn't see it. If it's good, we're gonna consider the problem resolved.
What do you mean by that?
It looks like a race car.
I can't see the shit out of this thing.
I can't see in this fucking thing. I can't breathe in this fucking thing, and I can't ride in this fucking thing.
Well, can't use that one.
All right, here's the
What?
test.
Is it fixed?
John could at least put down the passenger window. Yeah, let me fix these for you.
this ain't.
Converter charge pressure on the chip, 120.
On.
On the trans brake release, 90, 70, 80, 70, 80, 70, 80. Looks like it, you know, hey.
To be
Doable.
honest, we had no load.
I am never going to financially recover from this.
You figure when it was at 180, 175, it was hooked. So it was like,
Yeah, no, but I'm saying just to mentally to make it feel better for myself for tomorrow.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good. We're exactly where we need it. We're not going to pay attention to the 120 on the chip.
Well, you could put the Texas tag on and go right down the road at a higher RPM and make a full load.
Well, I just make one pull at the track.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's not fun. Push your crank.
I think
All right, Chris.
I think we all think the bag was a nice idea.
Yeah. Tell him.
You want to drive it?
Driving it.
Oh yeah, Chris drove it around once.
It reminds me of my old Nissan lowrider. That little GT.
All right, so we're all loaded up and ready to go to the track. Some foreshadowing may or may not end well for the thrust in Hank, but we're going to give it a shot. We're at least going to make one rip and see how it goes. Everything else seems to be working good. Need to get a bottle with CO2 in it. I think I got that ready to go. Other than that, we're going to head to the track. Tomorrow's video, you guys are not going to want to miss it. If you guys haven't already gone down and ordered some merch from lsnasty.com to get entered to win a tow rig, we're hauling everything out there with the tow rig that we're giving away. F450 7.3 on 24s, onboard air, Gen Y hitch, transfer tank. It's got all the goodies that you want. It's got all the lights, color change lights, rock lights, LED lights, everything like that. lsnasty.com, first link in the description below. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, you stink. And don't stink all day. Go and subscribe. We'll see you guys in tomorrow's upload.